Welcome back. So Vancouver's home record against the Vegas Golden Knights has not been stellar. They committed tonight, I believe it's 2-8 all time at home against Vegas, or by Vegas's mark, 8-0-2, never having lost in regulation in Vancouver. So Thompson versus Shelovs in this game. Hurdle was in the lineup. I thought he looked good. I gotta say, he looked good out there, and once he's got that chemistry with his line mates, look out. At any rate, he was in the lineup. Joshua has a chance in close that's defended. He doesn't end up managing a shot, and Vegas does that without taking a penalty. Hoglander nearly buries one, and then Vegas gets a power play shortly thereafter. So, on their first shot on the power play, Eichel scores. Hanifin and Thompson with the assists at 151. It's a nice wrist shot that goes right past Shilovs into the net. Vegas presses at 3 minutes. There's a net feed to Barbashev. Near miss there. Canucks get pinned down. They couldn't clear it. This game, it looked like might get kind of ugly at that stage. Hanifin fires one wide. The Canucks have a 3-on-2. That fizzles out. Canucks press at 6 minutes. Miller to Garland gets blocked. Vegas rushes. And then at 8:06 on a cross-crease pass, Eichel buries the second of the game. Marchessault and Barbashev with the assists. And for Canuck fans, the worst part of this was that was only the second shot that had actually hit the net for Vegas. Despite all the zone time, that was only their second credited shot. Vegas then looks for another, and all I could think was this could be a no mercy game. It just felt like that to that point, and the crowd was very, very quiet, so I wasn't the only one at that point thinking this could get out of control. Susie then throws a hit on Kolasar that draws some cheers. We get a power play for Vancouver. Pettersson has a shot that's held, and then Connor Garland at 11:50 scores his 100th career goal. Kudos to him in his 400th game. It feels like everybody's hitting milestones right now. I keep seeing all this. Are you going to do a video on this milestone, that milestone? After the season's done, we can discuss some milestones. So Hughes and Miller with the assists on that one. Then things get pushy on a hold by Shilovs. Dorofeev with a one-timer that saved, and then he takes an offensive zone penalty right after that. Early clear, Hughes has a net drive that saved. Miller's denied, Vegas clears, and then at 14:26, Quinn Hughes on the power play fires one past the screen to tie it. Besser and Miller with the assists. Now, on that one, I believe that's the one. Oh, okay. Is that the one? No, it's the Besser one that's the one that I thought they might challenge. Anyways, Mikheyev to Miller, there's a near miss on a rush, so now the Canucks are looking for the lead. It's a 2-2 tie. Good forechecking by the Canucks, but they can't get to the net with the good forechecking. Vegas presses in the final minute. Then there's a net feed to Hoglander that gets blocked in the closing second. So it's 2-2 after one. Second period, good early forecheck by the Canucks. We get a power play for Vegas. They cycle. Carlson has a shot that's kicked aside. Vegas cycles. The Canucks clear. Eichel has a net drive that's defended. That power play killed off. Shots are 2-0 Vegas at 4 minutes. Mantha fires one wide on a rush. The Canucks press are kept to the outside. Hanifin's denied. The rebound's cleared. Whitecloud has a slap shot that's held. There's some pushing after that. Vegas presses at 6.5 minutes. Martinez has a shot that's blocked. Joshua then has one that deflects out as now the Canucks get some pressure. So teams taking turns here with the pressure in that second period. Canucks press at 9 minutes. Susie has a blast that's saved. And then Susie takes an offensive zone penalty. So that's the name of the game tonight. And Vegas takes advantage. They get the lead back. It's Noah Hanifin from Eichel and Hurdle at 9:23. So for Tomas Hurdle, that is his first point as a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. Mario then has a 2-on-1 chance that's held. And I believe it was John Shorthouse that said that may end up being very important later on. Absolutely is. So Besser ties it, but Vegas was protesting for goalie interference. Pettersson was in the crease, yes. However, Haig pushed him in there. Now, I'm kind of surprised Vegas didn't challenge because we saw one just the other night where even though the defenseman pushes the guy into the goalie, they take it back. So at any rate, they do not call it off. So Brock Besser gets his 40th of the season on the play. Pettersson and Myers with the assists at 13:10. And again, Thompson didn't see it. I felt bad for Logan Thompson tonight on most of these goals. He was found just looking at his defenseman or looking at the referee, either looking for a call on the play or looking at his defenseman like, you guys are supposed to box players out. You have that option, right? So, Vegas presses with 5.5 minutes left. Pettersson has a rush that's defended. Brief Canucks press after that. Eichel fires one wide. The shots are 7 apiece with 4 minutes left. Zadorov has a rush chance. That's saved. Mikheyev's then denied on a backhand. Mikheyev's just been so snake bit this year. And then Garland with his second of the game. He buries a rebound. So Miller and Joshua with the assists at 18:31. Big moment for Miller here. JT Miller's first career 100-point season, and with that assist, he now has 400 career assists, which is why I said what I said about milestones. It just feels like everybody's hitting milestones this year. Like, it just feels like it's a lot more than usual. I know it's probably not, but it just feels like it. Vegas presses to respond, and then Höglander fires one wide on a rush. So both the first and second period, I end up with a Höglander note at the bottom of it. So we go to the third with the score 4-3 for Vancouver. I've said many times, a lead in the third period against Vegas, you have to be ready to defend that because Vegas can be very, very tough in third periods. Joshua has a rush chance that save. Marchessault has a shot that's blocked. Pretty wide open start, which had to drive both coaches nuts. Back-to-back icings then by Vegas, which I take note of now because of how many times recently we've seen after those icings, especially if a team has 2, 3, 4, all of a sudden there's a goal for the other team. Zadorov has a one-timer that saved. There's a power play for the Canucks. Early clear, and again, Miller has a shot that's blocked. A net feed to Besser. That deflects out. Höglander's denied. They cycle. Eichel steals and clears it. What impressed me with the Canucks in that third period was just how composed they were. And it felt like a first half of the season game where Vancouver wasn't really pinned down and they were very positionally sound in this game. White Cloud's denied and close. Things are pushy on a Shelov's hold. Garland has a rush chance that's saved. He misses wide on his next try, so he's going for the hat trick. He has one career hat trick. Vegas presses at 6.5 minutes. Things get punchy on a hold by Shelov's, and it looked like we might get penalties out of it, and then nope, no penalties out of that. So Hughes then has a slot shot that's blocked. Besser's shot was blocked too, as now it's the shot blocking portion of the game. Vegas presses at 8 minutes. The shots are 5-4. Vancouver at 8.5 minutes. Joshua's denied. Vegas clears. We get chance for Connor Garland. I love that. I absolutely love that. I think that's great. If Canuck fans want to chant for players that have had a really good game, I am completely in favor of that. We get a power play for Vegas with 9:14 left, but there's an early clear and another. Vegas cycles. Stevenson fires one wide. Carlson has a shot that's held late in that power play. That's killed off, so Vancouver kills that penalty. Carlson has a rush chance that's held. There's a blocker save on a rush by Pettersson, who I thought had a very good game tonight. Pettersson has been trending in the right direction. He does get a helper tonight. I think that his doldrums he's been in scoring-wise, I think he's going to come out of that. It's a good time to do that. Hurdle then has a chance that's held. The teams exchange turnovers. Dorofeev has a sharp angle shot that's saved. We get a press by Vegas with 2.5 minutes left, and with 1:55 left, they pull the goalie. So Vegas calls a timeout and discuss it. The Canucks with an icing with 1:21 left. We then had a face-off at center ice, which forced the goalie back into the net with a minute left. He comes out again, and then with 16.5 left, an icing by the Canucks. That was the one where Pettersson banks it off the boards from his own end, and it almost hit the net. It was very close to going in the net. And the Canucks hold on. They get their first ever regulation win at home against the Vegas Golden Knights. They win this one 4-3. They needed this. They really did. They go to 48-22-8 with the win. With the loss, Vegas 42-27-8. And the shots tell you how well they played in this game. Shots are 10-6 Vancouver in the first, 11-9 Vancouver in the second, 9-8 Vancouver in the third. Final shots 30-23 Vancouver. And they came back from being down 2-0 early. So honestly, this is a game that hits a lot of checkpoints for Vancouver fans. Power plays 2 for 4 for Vegas, 2 for 3 for Vancouver. The hits 35-24 Vancouver. Logan Thompson 26 saves on 30 shots. Shelov's, he looked shaky early, but 20 saves on 23 shots, considering he allowed goals on the first 2 shots. Not a bad night for him overall, and I do think there's backup potential with him. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Shelov's and Demko that are the goaltenders. And I've always pronounced it Seelovs, but since Shorthouse was saying Shelovs, I'm trying my best to adapt and make that change because the Canucks announcer likely has that right. But yeah, so we'll see how things go from here. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.